Top of the day to you. We are very delighted to come your way again today. We want to say welcome to this edition of our robust program known as Retirement Clues. I am the promoter of this program, Mr. Chusudo Okonta, and the publisher of Nigeria #1 Insurance and Pension News Online. Today we have come again to serve you with information you need to know in order for you to retire very well, because this program is actually tailored towards helping people know what to do so that when they retire, after they have given their best to humankind and their society, they will have time to rest, as it's been said that rest is sweet after good labor, after good works. Today we will be looking at a topic that will benefit you, and it will really help you if indeed you have not done what we want to consider today. The topic that we want to discuss is how to own a house before retirement. How to own a house before retirement. How you can actually own your own house before retirement. Because indeed, it is not just an easy thing for one to be paying rent, during retirement. That is why it is one of those basic needs, for everybody. And I know that people look up to, God, for them to have their own shelter, for them to have their own house, before they retire. But it's not something you just wish. We believe that there are some things that you need to do in order for you to actualize, that wish. It doesn't just come by wishing, because everybody wish to own a house, but there are some things we believe that you should do in order for you to, achieve that dream. And that is what the few things we feel that you should do. Those are the things that we want to, bring to you through this podcast. Before we go into before we go fully into the discussions, let's just give you update within the retirement space. And we got to know through the National Insurance Commission that the insurance industry, actually there have been a quantum leap in their premium generation, as the National Insurance Commission NICOM told us that the industry posted 725.2 billion as gross premium income, in 2022. That is 725.2 billion. That was what the industry, posted as gross premium in 2022. Say kudos to all those that have made this possible, and they say from NICOM, we got to know that annuity, which is part of insurance and pension, that the life, operators generated around 83.67 billion, from annuity business. That means people that have retired that bought annuity, the premium they paid to life operators in the year 2022 was about 83.67 billion. This is just the update that we have to share with you today. Then let's just go fully into our discussions. As I've said earlier, that what we are looking at today, our topic says how to own a house before retirement. We just say a house. Let's just start with one. But you can own many houses, but you have to start from somewhere. It is very, very important indeed. It's very, very important that while you work, that you look up to a day that you become your own personal, landlord, that you live in your own house, and it is actually a nice experience. The first day you sleep in your own house is is a nice experience. You always have good dreams. It has good dreams, when you look around, you don't have anybody that is asking you, or your heart breaks anytime you see somebody, your landlord, coming to you. Even when he's coming to greet you, you'll be afraid that he's coming to talk about rent and all those stuff. But once you're in your house, such fears will not always come. And that is why we feel it is very necessary. You that is working, today is Monday now, as you are in the office, if you have not owned your own house, we feel that you should listen to this podcast so that you'll be able to learn one or two things that will help you. Or even if you have started your own project, there are still some things that we are going to share here that will indeed benefit you on how to achieve that dream. The first thing that we feel you should do on what to do list, what you have in your what to do list, for you to own your own personal house. The first thing we feel that you should do is that you must see it as a priority. See it as a priority that, with God on my side, I must become a landlord. It is when you see it as priority, you have it as a vision, that you'll be able to pursue it. But if you are not considering it, you are not even thinking about it, you are just saying, and when money comes, I'll go and buy a house in Banana Island. When money comes, I'll go and buy a house in Nikoi. You are not even thinking about it, you just leave it to chances. You may be surprised you will retire without having a house of your own. You must see it as a priority. Every day pray to God and work towards it, that one day I want to own my own house before I retire. That is why we say you must see it as a priority. Think about it and work towards it. Another thing is as you think about it, make sure that you make friends with people that share similar vision. Make friends with people that share what I've seen from experience. Most of the landlords that are today that own a house, it was somebody that actually talked them into it. I have seen it. Even before, to the glory of God, before I built my own house, it was a friend that encouraged me, say, go and buy a land and just start something. Maybe I was thinking I was so young, I cannot do it, but he just said you should, and that was how I started. To the glory of God now, God has helped me. I'm living in my own house. That is just the thing there. You must have a friend that shares similar vision. If you don't have friends that share such vision, it will be very difficult. Even when you have such vision, they will kill the vision. When you tell them, I want to go and buy land, say, forget about it. Don't worry. When money comes, you don't need to build in a house. Do you have time for money left? Do you have time for this and that? Don't worry. When money comes, you just go and buy a house in Lekki. And they will just be pulling those things. Say, let's go to clubbing, let's go and do this, spend your money, don't worry, this and that. And before you know, you may not be able to achieve. That is why it is very, very important you have friends that share the same vision with you and just discuss it with them. As you have them, after that, the next thing we feel you should do is that you should seek counsel. Seek counsel from these people that have the same vision. Tell them, say, look at the amount I have. Some people don't even know that even a gate man can build a house. Some people, they have big cars. The mechanic that is servicing their car that will just come and say, okay, thank you, they give them 200 naira. Most of those mechanics are living in their own houses, but the person that is driving big car is looking for money to pay rent. It's about who you meet and about who you talk to. That is why it's very, very important. Share with people that have such vision. It will really help you. If you just have it within you and you are not discussing with people, you may not even know. Some people don't even know that owning a house that is just with God on your side, you can achieve it, because they think it's something too big. Say, how much is a bag of cement? Bag of cement is almost 5,000. How can I go about it? I don't know where to buy cement. I don't know who will help me mold the I don't know where to buy blocks. I don't know how to do about it. How do I go about all this? Let me just wait. When I have money, I'll go and buy a house. And the money may not come for you to buy the house. That is why you must share with people that have the same vision. They will guide you on how to achieve it. It's very, very important. And while you are doing this, you must cultivate saving habits, because building a house is not just an easy thing, most especially with the present economic situation. It will really put the mind on you, and you must be disciplined financially in order for you to build or own or maybe buy your own house. You must be financially disciplined. Another thing is that we opportunities are there now for you to do. If maybe you are finding it very difficult to save, there are windows now that have been created that you can exploit to save. You can save through insurance. Insurance was one of the things that helped me when I was about starting to build. Some people believe in isusu, that they want to contribute, all those contributions that they do among friends. Most times you may be disappointed. Somebody would have carried his or her trench. When you get to your turn, the person will disappoint you. But if you go through reputable insurance, you will not be disappointed. And the good thing about insurance is that as you are contributing, at the end you have your principal and interest. But the ones that we do among friends is just the amount you contribute that you take. That is why insurance has edge over the contribution we make among our friends. Though it's still good for you to make contribution among your friends, but insurance will give you higher return, because you can't just get your principal for the years that you are choosing. If you are choosing, okay, maybe say in the next 3 years I want to start a project, you can begin to make contributions towards that through your insurance company. Just tell them they have product that will design in line with that, and you begin to make contribution. At the end, you take your principal with interest. You take the money and start something. Apart from insurance, you can still do it through micro pension plan. Micro pension plan gives you opportunity for you to invest 60% towards your retirement, 40% for savings. That 40% you are saving, it will grow. You can use it. You can just decide that I want to use this 40% for owning my own house. You put it there, and with time, before you know, the money would have grown. If you want to buy or you want to build, you see that you achieve it. And presently too, the federal government through the National Pension Commission came up with the mortgage residential initiative. You can still do that by accessing 25% from your RSA to actually own a house. These are opportunities that you can explore, and they are very, very open, for you. And those in the that is the formal sector, you can access it through your this contributory pension scheme. But those in the informal, you can do that through insurance or through the micro pension plan. And another good thing, there was a day I was watching documentary. I was looking at people that actually own their own house through the federal mortgage system. I never knew that it works until when I saw that documentary, and it really works. You can still visit the federal mortgage institutions, and you can own your house through that too. I never knew that mortgage even work in Nigeria until when I watched that documentary. You can still use that to own your own house, through the mortgage banks. You can consult them, and they will tell you what to do. Now, before we round off this program, I want to stress this. It's very, very important. You want to own your own house, make sure that you do not underrate location. That location is one thing that have debarred many people from owning their house. My dad even shared a story with me, how a man, the family people were calling him, come, we've seen a land for you, come and build. He said, no, where is the place? He said, no, that place is too bushy, that place is not in the center. Until when they now called him to a central place like Oshodi, they just told him, come, we have seen a land for you. I say, where? He said, come and see it. And when he came, they took him to Oshodi, the center of Oshodi. I said, okay, here is where we have seen for you, build there. And that was how the man was humbled. They build at the center of Oshodi, since we are looking for a place that is open. And that was how the man was humbled, and he was able to, the family members were able to help him to build and own a house. That was the mentality that, I never forget that story that my dad told me, and it really hit me. Never look at location. Today now, there are people in Lagos, when they hear that people are in Mowe, people are in Songo, they say, no, I won't go there. You are in Abuja, I say, what will I do in Gwagwalada? Why will I do in Nyanyan? Me, no, I don't want to go to these places. I must be in Matama, I must be in in Asokoro. You don't have money for Asokoro. Why not start from somewhere? That you have a house in Mowe or have a house in Gwagwalada or Nyanya, that does not mean you will not have a house in Asokoro. At the time that God blesses you, that you have a house in Asokoro, that one will be your first house. This one will be your second house. That is why it is necessary. Don't underrate any location. Anywhere you have money to start from there. And when God blesses you, you have another one that becomes the second property that you have. Don't underrate anywhere, because I've even seen people that even underrate location. When they retire, they will still come and rent house in all those places that they're underrating. Try to start from somewhere. And the last one we want to see here is that build or buy what you can afford is very, very necessary. Don't just say, okay, I want to build a duplex, I want to build 5-story building, when you don't have money. Start from somewhere, even if it is small apartment that you're able to build, small bungalow. Start from there. When God gives you money, you can own another one. That one becomes the second property that you have. This is what we want to share with you. If you have not taken any step, start. Take the first step today. Consult people, consult professionals, talk with people that share the same vision, share with landlord, people that that are landlord. How did you do it? And they will really help you. And before you know, you'll be smiling as a landlord. I want to stop here, and I want you to know that by the grace of God, it is very easy, for you to own a house once you have it as a priority. God bless you as we come again your way in the future. Our numbers are open in case you want to make any inquiry. 08054269557 or 07033253527. Our email address is ispenonline@gmail.com. God bless you as I see you, becoming a landlord. Thank you very much.